Hey guys, good afternoon. Time for another fragrance review, and once again, it's Rasasi. Actually, I wanted to postpone it for a while, but someone actually said, "Am I going to be doing this review anytime soon?" So basically, it's an initial impression and let you know from my perspective what I got so far from this fragrance, and it's called La Yuqawam Ambergris Showers. So this fragrance actually does have quite a few reviews. I think in total, 8 reviews, including 2 videos from Nikhil. So we see, like what you get because Rasasi, as you guys know, one of my favorite houses. I think it's absolute value for money, and I think there's one other person I saw yesterday in our group, Elizabeth. I think I got her name wrong, maybe last name, but she also loves the house of Rasasi a lot because Rasasi gives you value, like bang for your buck, so inexpensive, and sometimes yeah they're expensive, but they are worth the money. So just heads up before I start, I have quite a few Rasasi to review in upcoming days. I got Astra Indonesia, the Borouge line, the highest line, and all these bottles you can buy them at Perfume Bangladesh if you're in Bangladesh at very good prices. They are the authorized dealers right now, and I'm getting all my Rasasis from them, and all the uncommon ones that are not in Bangladesh. And another coincidence is I'm wearing for the scent of the afternoon. I'm wearing another Rasasi. It's the Junoon series, and it's the Velvet. Okay, these are yet to be reviewed, but look at that bottle for a presentation, right? So these are amazing fragrances, just amazing. That is the word I would use to describe them. So yeah, so Rasasi, coming back to La Yuqawam line. La Yuqawam line today, everybody knows because of this one fragrance that started it all for me and for everybody else. This is La Yuqawam Puro, and in total they have 6 or 7 fragrances, including 3 for men and 4 for women, or 3 for women, I'm not quite sure. So I have 4 of them, maybe 2 or 3 more to get to complete my La Yuqawam line. So this is a fantastic fragrance. This one I love. As a Tuscan leather clone, it's beast mode. You get the raspberry, you get the leather. It's just amazing fragrance. It's the winter staple. The second one I think I bought was this one, Tobacco Blaze. Okay, Tobacco Blaze was something I had no clue what this was. So now you guys know it's similar to Rasasi Shura, which I reviewed also. So you can check out all these reviews. This kind of like a fruity, sweet tobacco kind of fragrance. Also has beast mode performance, good for cold weathers. The third one I got was Jasmine Wisp, and this is the women's side, but this was beautiful strawberry chocolate sort of a fragrance. It's beautiful. It's just another fragrance that lasts all day, and it's for women, but I think guys who like fruity chocolatey kind of fragrance can try this. So now we will enjoy our today's drink is bubble tea, and I don't know, I'm not getting enough sugar from it, but then you go let's see what you get from the review. So La Yuqawam line, it's a little bit pricey. It's kind of the upscale line. It's more towards their more expensive line. They come in 75 mil, and they come in very posh design. Price a little bit high, like 75 to $80 for 75 mil. So expensive, but they come in these boxes. So yeah, typical wooden box. If you haven't seen these boxes before, they actually beat, for me, they beat Tom Ford presentations, and it's solid like wood. Okay, and it's just, you can see that everything is engraved, the name and everything, and the fragrance, the sticker is bottom here, and this comes in like sort of a magnetic sort of a cap or opening, whatever. They actually are the same size, and this color inside is a little bit like a beige, I don't know what you call this color, kind of like silvery bluish color, and that's how that closes. So the bottle comes typically just like other La Yuqawam line. They come in like this, right? And I think these look fantastic. These are very beautiful and secure inside, and when you take it out, that's how that bottle looks, just like any other La Yuqawam line. They have the typical leaf here at 75 mil, and when you buy this at first, the juice level will be somewhere here, okay, like this much, not until here. So that is the thing. Do not be worried if you get it like that. The way to check it, if it has been used, just use the atomizer when you buy it. If it doesn't spray first 2 times, third time or fourth time it sprays means it has never been sprayed. So that's like a little bit caution. And bottom is your sticker. It has Rasasi written up there. I think the bottle looks good. It looks really great, and it's glass. Okay, you put it against the light, you can see the juice level. I think actually the juice level comes here, not even there. It's like here. So it would be nice if it was until here, but anyway, it's okay. So yeah, cap sometimes, like on these bottles are loose. One of my bottles is loose. This one, however, is okay, right? But I wouldn't like risk it. So when you open it like that, the atomizer is like same color as the box. So let's spray this and talk about it. One spray is good enough, right? So if you look at Fragrantica, this fragrance actually people suggested as a clone of Irish Leather by Memo Paris. I think that house. I never tried that fragrance, so I'm not gonna do a comparison. But I also think I sniffed Memoir Man once from Amouage, like Amouage House, that has kind of like a smoky, sort of like a leathery, kind of like a smoky kind of fragrance. This one I got vibes of it, so I suggested that in Fragrantica. So how does it open? So if you see all of the reviews, Fragboy Stewie, that's his first review I saw, Size review. Then I saw Nikhil's review. I saw Mr. Oz, a few other reviewers. I think um, one other reviewer, I think Imitsu, yeah, he also reviewed this. So all the reviews are great. So what I got to my nose, I'm telling you. So when I sniffed it first time, it came as like a weird combination. It doesn't have that most like a citrusy or a fruity opening that you'd imagine, or something like a blast of something that you're familiar with. It's kind of like different. And what I get from my nose first thing is tangerine, like orange tangerine. And the tangerine is not just the fruit. If you take the tangerine and bite with the skin of the tangerine, you get some sort of bitterness alongside the zestiness and the sweetness of the fruit. So you get tiny bit of bitterness and then the sweetness of the fruit and kind of like those citrusy elements. And it's kind of like green, I think it has a clary sage afterwards, and I think they have some notes. I do not exactly remember what are the notes there, but it does open kind of like green. Okay, and ambergris is a note that is well vomit, right? You guys know Creed uses their ambergris notes, and you can detect them on the dry down. It gets like very musky, sort of a sexy, sexual kind of a smell. This one, I did not detect much of that, even at any stage. Top note, bottom note of the mid, nothing. So what I do detect is that beautiful tangerine, then mix it with that clary sage. I think a little bit green, kind of bitter, and then I think there's also that note of violet. I do detect that violet because I have quite a lot of violet-based fragrances, but the violet is a little bit different. So it's kind of like green, fruity, zesty, bitter opening. That's what I get from this. But let that not be turning you off, because afterwards it gets different. It changes. So the citruses, the oranges will, the tangerine will slowly disappear, and it will start leaning towards that leather, Opoponex or something like Styrex, I think, yeah. And the leather, it pops up. It's kind of surprises you, because this fragrance at first it seems like it's not gonna be that strong or anything. I took this fragrance in my get together with the guys. They all smelled it and they were like, wow, this is different, like one brother said it doesn't go with his skin chemistry, another guy said I'm gonna buy a full bottle. So it kind of made like a statement and impression. So what I'll say, this is not for everybody. It's a very daring fragrance, and it does have beast mode performance. If you see my hand, it's kind of like shiny. It's gonna stay like that for at least an hour. So longevity and projection, no question about it. But the smell, I think it has a little bit mature vibe to it. I mean, you can wear this in the winter time, early fall days, and when it's a little bit cloudy and like gloomy days, the days you wear Arm of Grays or something like something of that nature, something a little bit not sad but gloomy. Those are the days I think this will be perfect. On a rainy day, it will be perfect. And I think this is kind of like it has a little bit element of female touch to it, but I think it's mostly male dominant. Doesn't smell anything at all like La Yuqawam or Tobacco Blaze or anything that I have. It's a very unique fragrance at that. So that's the strong point. It's 10 for uniqueness. I never smell anything like it. So if I try Irish Leather by Memo, I will update you. But overall, I think this fragrance is different. It's a unique fragrance, and I think Rasasi does another like a surprising element. So I think overall this fragrance I'm not going to suggest to everybody, and it's definitely not a blind buy worthy fragrance. Okay, the leather note that pops up later is not for everybody. It has this sort of like a smoky leather that goes on afterwards, and it has some darkness to it, but it's, how to explain, it's something like graphite or something, I don't know, something dark in it. So it's like staring at the Milky Way or galaxy, and wearing this fragrance I think goes perfectly with it. Nighttime, definitely. Cold weather, performance is beast mode. So overall, so far what I've been getting, longevity, it's 10, no question. Projection, it's not as loud as Tobacco Blaze or La Yuqawam, but this is more like a 8 out of 10. But it does project around people around 2-3 feet who smell you. Season, winter. Versatility, okay, not that great. Like for hot weather I wouldn't wear this, but the tangerine is pretty beautiful in this. So yeah, the notes that stand out is that tangerine and the clary sage, the violets, and then the leather. Those are the top 4 notes that I get, with touch of darkness or smokiness, right? So I would suggest give it a try, because if you're tired of the same old, whatever you're wearing, this is gonna change the pace and it's gonna give you a different direction, right? And it does smell very, very posh and very niche. Like, this is a niche fragrance and it does smell like a niche fragrance, right? So overall, in the initial impression, I'm gonna give this. Is this my absolute favorite? Is my number one? No. My number one, I always put not tobacco blaze, La Yuqawam, because it smells like Tuscan leather. This is my number one, and then followed by tobacco blaze. Number three is this, and then I would say Jasmine Wisp is number four. But this is not a bad fragrance. It's just gonna take time to grow on you and for you to understand. I'm still understanding this, but so far I like it a lot. Okay, check it out. This is a La Yuqawam Ambergris Shower from House of Rasasi. Great job once again, Rasasi, for the quality. Have a very nice day. I'll talk to you soon and hope you enjoyed the video. And I just dropped the box. Take care. Bye bye.